What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire, as always, spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. Let's get into it. So, there you have it. The Super Bowl is complete. The football season is over. We got to wait until September to get back into it. And man, what a Super Bowl. That was incredible. First off, hats off to the San Francisco 49ers. I know I've been seeing a lot of people giving Kyle Shanahan grief ever since this Super Bowl, talking about everything he did wrong as though it was all his fault or even mainly his fault. You got to put this on the players too. Did Kyle make some calls that he'd want back? Of course. And anytime you're the loser in this situation, you can definitely point to a few times where the coach could have made some better calls. But the players could have made some better plays too. McCaffrey could have not fumbled. They could have got a touchdown as opposed to a field goal in that overtime. And also, they had a key injury. All of this stuff being said, the 49ers defense showed up. You could tell how bad this squad wanted to show that they wanted their lick back for losing the Super Bowl the last time these two teams met. And also, they were itching to get back to this moment because they felt like they should have been there last year if Brock Purdy didn't go down. And they brought it all. Brock Purdy played his tail off. To me, he showed he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now, no question. He was good under pressure, putting the ball where it needed to be and getting rid of it when he needed to, using his legs a little bit to keep plays alive. I liked Brock's game. Christian McCaffrey did his thing. He was a dog. But in the end, the Kansas City Chiefs were who we thought they were. The best team on the planet. And Patrick Mahomes is just a different breed. I've been saying lately, he's Kryptonian. He just is. We're going to get a story one day of how Patrick Mahomes crashed here on a plane from outer space, and Pat Mahomes and his wife found him and raised him from there. Because this dude different. Andy Reid is a dog of a coach. Travis Kelce is that dude at tight end. Him and Gronk, the two best tight ends I've seen. And I would give Kelce the slight edge, and he's continuing to write his script. The defense for the Kansas City Chiefs showed up like they've been doing all year. It's because of them, more so than anything, that they were there for this game and that they were in this game. San Francisco's defense showed up. They had the Chiefs rattled. All of them, except for maybe Patrick Mahomes. But he did look confused. He didn't look rattled, but he looked like he was having trouble figuring things out. And when I saw Andy Reid pull him to the side and sit with him, that was significant to me. Andy Reid used to sit beside Patrick Mahomes on the sideline while the defense was on the field when Patrick first starting for the Chiefs in his second year in the NFL. It was like a mentor teaching his apprentice. He used to sit with him every game between plays and teach him the game. Patrick learned well because eventually after that first year, he kind of let loose of the reins, let Patrick do his thing, stopped sitting with him as much. Eventually stopped really sitting with him basically at all. And this past Sunday, the 49ers had this team so rattled, had Andy Reid so bewildered at what to do, that he had to sit down with Patrick, his number one weapon, and figure it out. And figure it out they did. Again, thanks to the defense, Chris Jones, kudos for all you was doing out there. This was spectacular to watch as a fan of the sport in general, as a fan of sports. And Patrick Mahomes, the superlatives, just, this dude's incredible. He's on the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks all time. I know they've been saying top three with Joe Montana and Tom Brady, because those three, when you include Patrick Mahomes, have 3 Super Bowl MVPs and championships at least, and also 2 league MVPs, and they're the only 3. But I can't forget about Peyton Manning, who only has 2 Super Bowls, but did lead teams to 4 separate Super Bowls with 4 different coaches. He was a coach on the field. Had 5 league MVPs, which is as many as Tom Brady and Joe Montana put together. 10 All-Pros, which is more than Tom Brady and Joe Montana put together. So he's right there in that group, them 4. And Patrick is better than all 3 of those other dudes. By the eye test, he's the best football player I've ever seen. I'm throwing Jerry Rice, Jim Brown, Lawrence Taylor in there too. Forget, regardless of the position, Patrick Mahomes is the best football player I've seen. But greatest, he's got more work to do, and he understands that, and I'm here for it. I want to see him prove it. This dude is a bad dude, and he's just completely maturing before our eyes from not just being a phenom with his off-angle throws and his ability to scramble and pick up yards with his legs, but also the touch he puts on the ball, the leadership, the knowing when to throw it away, when to run, the poise, the feel. Even though Andy Reid is calling those plays, once that ball snaps, his feel, it's like the Matrix. I heard somebody say on one of the sports shows, all he's seeing is 1s and 0s out there. It looks like that. When he gets in his zone, it's just you at his mercy. And we should appreciate it. This dude is one of one, in my opinion, the best team sport athlete in the world today, and definitely the best football player. And now we just got to sit back and see where that goes and how that pushes these other guys. Joe Burrow's a dog. Josh Allen, extremely talented. Justin Herbert got himself a coach now, so we're going to see what his potential really is. Lamar Jackson just came off his 2nd league MVP, and he got a coach. Now these guys got something to strive for, because if they competitors, they're going to want to beat Patrick. And Patrick really don't want to lose. So I'm here for it. I can't wait to see it. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champs. Let's see what's next. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, get at me in the comments. Let's go back and forth. Look for me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And if you got Facebook, join my group, J Heat Sports Media.